Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video where I'm going to be talking about the figures that have been shown at New York Comic Con 2015. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the Marvel Legends 6-inch figures. They have shown, of course, their new 3 3/4 inch line of Marvel Legends figures, which I will be making a separate video for. And I'm going to be making many videos about New York Comic Con, focusing on different figures and figure lines. So yeah, so overall this time I'm talking about the 6-inch figures. As you can see, they've shown one wave at the moment. If they do update this and show more figures or whatnot, I will be making update videos. But at the moment, they have shown the wave. It's supposed to accompany the Civil War series, or the Civil War movie. It's going to come out around the same time, just as the Thanos wave from 2015 was supposed to accompany the Age of Ultron movie. Unfortunately, no movie figures in this, which is interesting. Possibly we'll get some in another wave. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they will do a solid movie wave of Civil War. I would love that, but at the moment we just have comic figures. Some of these have been shown at San Diego Comic Con, and some are completely new. So let's go over them. I will be showing you the pictures, as you can see, of the Comic-Con images, as well as the official images of the figures. First off, we have a Marvel Now Crossbones. Overall, I'm a big fan of Crossbones. This figure, I'm not a huge fan of this design, though. I mean, it looks cool, it just doesn't look like Crossbones to me. I really don't see any resemblance to Crossbones. And when I saw in the description here that they were doing Crossbones, and I was looking through the pictures, I couldn't find them. I had to do a process of elimination just to figure out that this is the Crossbones figure. Overall, looking, interesting, just not like Crossbones. I hate the color of this gun, even if it is accurate to the comics. The brown gun with yellow highlights, I think looks dumb, and it really doesn't go well with his black and silver paint scheme. So that's a shame. And his pistol is done in that same, bad color scheme. But overall, figure looks decent. It looks like it is a re-sculpt of the Agent Venom. I think his name was Agent Venom, that Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends figure. I know the legs are definitely from that figure, I'm pretty sure. The body might be different, and the head is of course completely different. And I do believe that this gun is a new sculpt as well. Overall, I'm excited to get him because he is Crossbones. He just doesn't look like Crossbones to me. Then we also have Whirlwind. This was a figure that was released not too long ago in the 3 3/4 inch series. As you can see, looking pretty cool. I don't know a whole lot about Whirlwind, but he is just a nice kind of what I would consider, villain from the Marvel universe. And I do like just some random villains. They definitely usually are the ones that I'm most looking forward to in the waves because they're just interesting characters. Overall, this looks pretty cool. It doesn't look like anything fantastic. Looks like we have a pretty basic sculpt here. As far as the legs, definitely legs that we've seen a million times over. The arms seem to be pretty basic with some extra saws on them. The saws are done in a really plain like plastic gray instead of a nice bright silver or something. However, I do like the silver in this. I think the silver looks great. It looks like almost like a metal silver. They've got like specks in it to make it look like metal, which I think is fantastic. The head sculpt is of course new, and I can't identify the body sculpt. That might be a new sculpt, or it might be reused, but as it doesn't look familiar to me, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is a new sculpt. Going over, we have another Captain America. As far as the Marvel Legends go, the character that I probably have the most is Captain America, so I am not excited for another Captain America. I mean, if you are looking for a completely classic Captain America, this seems to be the one to get. However, I just do not want another Captain America. I'm going to get him, though, because I need to build a figure, but really not looking forward to that one. Then we have a Taskmaster. I'm not quite sure what version of Taskmaster this is. I really do like the character of Taskmaster, but I don't like this design. It's the same thing with Crossbones here. I love the character, and their classic look looks awesome, yet this really kind of modern look that they've chosen to go with is disappointing. I would have loved a classic Taskmaster, as well as I would have loved a classic Crossbones, but unfortunately we're getting these modern, like Marvel Now versions of those characters, which is a shame. I am looking forward to this because of the character, but figure-wise, it just doesn't look great to me. That head sculpt looks pretty decent, but other than that, looks very strange and not classic like I would like it. Then we have Mockingbird here. Character that really I only know from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've kind of stopped watching that show, not really too into it, but she was on that. Overall, the figure looks pretty decent here. I like the glasses. I can see them having some problems aligning those glasses on the face, kind of like the star on Nova from the Guardians of the Galaxy wave, so I wouldn't be surprised if people have issues with how those glasses are aligned, so I'd watch out for that. But overall, looking like a pretty decent figure. I can't identify a lot of the pieces on her. I mean, I would imagine that a lot of it's reused, although I really can't identify where the actual like torso is coming from, or even the legs. You know, like a woman-sized legs with those knee pads. I really don't recognize anywhere. So this might have some new parts on it, which is pretty cool. Her weapons, of course, are definitely reused from either Hellcat or Daredevil, one of the two. But overall, looking like a pretty decent figure. Then we have the Build-A-Figure being Onslaught. We will have two different versions, like a Red Skull or Magneto version. Overall, I'd go with the Magneto one because it's more classic Onslaught. But overall, looking like a decent Build-A-Figure. The only thing that's pretty weird is obviously Toy Biz has done an Onslaught Build-A-Figure from Marvel Legends before. This is probably the first time that they're redoing a Build-A-Figure that's already been done before. And that other one has a more interesting look, especially in the legs and everything. This is more of a, what I would think is a more classic version of it. However, the other one just looks better, so it is a shame that they did choose a Build-A-Figure that's already been done, so we really have a solid comparison. However, that head sculpt is looking awesome. That looks fantastic. Like, I would love to use that head sculpt and put it on the Black Series General Hux when it comes out. I think that would look pretty awesome. But overall, nice. Another image of Captain America. Oh, we have Agent 13 here, which is very cool, and she will be a, you know, kind of a somewhat focus of, or not focus, but she will have a decent part in Civil War, so it will be nice to get a classic comic book version of her in the 6-inch scale, so I'm very excited for that one. Reuse parts from, I would assume, either Black Widow and or Maria Hill, and with a new head sculpt, and I like the white paint. I think that looks cool. Overall, looking forward to that one. And then lastly, we have Cottonmouth, who I have no idea who he is. I would associate him with Whirlwind as just another kind of one of those random or eccentric Marvel comic villains that not a lot of people know of. So I'm interested to get him just because he kind of has an interesting look, although it's also a very goofy look at the same time. He looks like a He-Man villain, actually. So overall, I'm not like super excited for him, but I love myself a comic Marvel villain that, you know, I don't know much about. I mean, it's kind of fun to buy those characters for me personally, so I am definitely going to get this one, although not super excited for him. He seems to reuse a lot of the parts from Tiger Shark, of course, with a new head, though. So yeah, so let's take a look at the official images that they've released. They've released some really great official images with like a black background with a smoke effect. Looks fantastic, but we have Mockingbird and Agent 13, as you can see, looking quite nice together, as well as Taskmaster and Crossbones, the New 52 designs, basically. I'm not quite sure if Taskmaster is a New 52 design, but it is done in that same style, I think. And then Whirlwind and Cottonmouth, as well as there is one, here we have official images just with white backgrounds of them, as well as there is a Rogue figure. This was a figure that I believe was released in the Puck Wave, or, oh no, not the Puck Wave, I think it was the, that wave that did, I don't think it had a Build-A-Figure, but it was with Wolverine and that big silver guy, I don't remember his name, but whatever. Overall, this was a figure that I was really sought after in that wave, in whichever wave it came out in. Unfortunately, never really hit a mass retail, so it was very rare and went for high prices on eBay. Overall, I think that this looks like an awesome figure. Very excited for her, and she will come with a variant headpiece, of course, with that Magneto-style head, which I think will fit the Onslaught character better. Just not size-wise, but just as a character. I think the Red Skull looks really odd, but I don't really know anything about Onslaught Red Skulls, so I'm not quite, because I don't know about that, it looks odd to me. But overall, I'll be using this Magneto head for sure, but she looks great. I really have to say, I'm very much looking forward to that Rogue figure. So overall, it's a pretty solid wave, you know, nothing fantastic, I would say, but certainly nothing bad. So very nice. Overall, very looking forward to this entire wave. There isn't a single character that I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for him. But there's certainly not a character that I'm like, I so don't want, other than that Captain America. The Captain America I don't really care for, but as far as all the rest of them, I am looking forward to them, which is very rare for a wave for me. Typically, there's figures that I really want and the figures that I could care less about. And in this wave, there's neither, basically. I'm kind of indifferent to all of them. They're all, you know, pretty okay. Nothing amazing, but nothing bad. So it's kind of an interesting wave, but I am definitely going to buy them all because I really do love Marvel Legends. So yeah, so that's my video, just going over the New York Comic Con 2015 images of the Marvel Legends series of the Onslaught Build-A-Figure. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching.